Hey guys, welcome back to the beginning of a new series here on my channel, where we're going to be doing some flights, of course, in the 737-700 in Microsoft Flight Simulator point A to point B, but we are not going to be goofing around anymore. We are upping our professionalism. I got a brand new checklist printed out, goes into a lot more detail than usual, and we now have the iPad and all that, so this is really going to kind of be a little bit more professional of flying here. You know, I'm kind of excited for this. We are on the ground here in Tampa, Florida. It's nice and dark, you know, not much going on. And we're going to be doing a flight over to North Carolina and their Raleigh. No, I don't know how to say it. I'm not from North Carolina. Raleigh-Durham International Airport. So, taking off Tampa, landing in Raleigh. Probably, it's not going to be the shortest of flights, not going to be the longest either. Block time is about 1 hour 49 minutes. With startup and all that, probably be around 2 hours 30 minutes tops. But we'll see about that. We have gotten our fuel, payload, everything set up already, which means we can go ahead and just hop right into the startup. I also have our route loaded up. We will probably have to load in like an ILS approach later, but right now we're not going to worry about that. So let's go ahead and start now. Battery on and guarded. Position light to steady, which I believe it already is, right? Yeah, it's already at steady. And really, APU start switch. When is this? Wait a minute, am I doing this right? There's no way. No fuel pumps at all, or what is going on with this? Already, I'm getting confused with the checklist. That's wonderful. Page 1. Start. Don't I need fuel to start the APU? I mean, it doesn't... I'm just going to trust what it says or go ahead and get the APU started. I'm pretty sure I would need to get... What? Has my life been a lie? Do we not need fuel to go ahead and start the APU? Doesn't seem right, but... Yeah, see, low oil pressure. No way the EGT is going to rise. What? My whole life has been a lie. I could have sworn you needed fuel pumps on to start the APU, but I guess not. That's interesting. We'll go ahead and wait for the APU gen off bus, the blue light here to be lit, and we'll go ahead and turn on both APU generators, and we'll make sure that that light goes out. And then right after this we have yaw damper and IRS mode selectors to nav. Let's see. There we go, APU gen off bus. APU generators are on. That was a big mistake, and now I cannot see anything. Let's go ahead and actually turn those off for 1 minute here. And hope that the emergency exit lights will come back on so I can turn on the dome light and actually see. And now we'll go ahead and turn those back on now. Oh, but that's off. There we go. Coming on, let's go ahead, ramp up some lights here. It is a nighttime flight. I think that's a nice way to start it. We haven't done a lot of nighttime flights here on the channel, so there we go. Got some lights coming up here. Turn on some of those as well. Alright. So, let's see. Currently, we are on our third item here. Let's go ahead and get our IRS mode selectors to nav right up. Actually, it's above. Right here. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now I have set these to, oh wait, on DC. Do I need, oh there we go, that's weird. The APU generators are on, so it doesn't make sense why it's going like that, but I have set this to realistic align time, which is probably about 8 minutes. So in the meantime, we can go ahead, yaw damper comes to on. I'm really shocked that the EGT is, right, is it stable? Hold on, there's no way. It is! That's crazy. I had no idea you could start the APU without fuel. Anyway, Yaw damper up here goes on. Fuel system, let's go ahead. Fuel pumps all the way on. And no low pressure warnings. I don't think we should have any fuel in our center tank. No. Go ahead and keep those fuel pumps off then. Crossfeed selector is closed. Keep that closed. There we go. Emergency exit lights armed and guarded. Passenger signs. Let's see. We'll go to on. Turn on the no smoking sign as well. Window heat all the way up top to on. Hydraulic pumps A and B on. Air conditioning system pack switches, switch those to auto. This is really doesn't seem usually what I would do, is I would have those turned on later, but we're going to follow this new checklist. Isolation valve is open. Engine and APU bleed air is on. And yep, so is the engine bleed air as well. Make sure that's on too. There we go. Pressurization system. Let's go ahead and get our cruising altitude for today. 37,000 feet on our way to Raleigh. Landing altitude in Raleigh. We can go ahead and check that here. Go to the airport chart and see exactly what we're working with. Landing runway. No idea what it is. We'll check that in a second. Actually, we should probably check that before we go to the charts. Landing runway is 05 left. 05 left right there. Elevation 367 feet. Go 350 for landing altitude. That's checked. Ground services. Let's go ahead and get ground power in here. Ground power. Go ahead and request that. We can go ahead. The IRSs, I believe, are still aligning. So, let them do their thing. Ground power is connected. Go ahead and turn that on now. Ground power is good. Go ahead and get IFR clearance now. Do we? Yep, alright. Let's go ahead and get IFR clearance here from Tampa Clearance. We actually do need to go in here and configure our ILS approach. So, to do that, we'll go into flights. Call sign Southwest 2733 today. Go to approach. 21 are available, but let's go ILS 05 left. We'll see what transitions there are if we really want to use one of them. We actually do go to autos, so that's what we're going to do. Transition of autos for our ILS approach. Go ahead and add that, and we'll go ahead, click on export, load as active, and we can go ahead and get that clearance here from Raleigh.
Tampa clearance delivery Southwest 213 IFR to Raleigh ready to copy. Southwest 213 is
all right.
Raleigh Airport as filed.
We're looking good.
1 left climb and maintain 11,000 feet.
01 left, exactly as we expected, I believe, in our sim brief OFP here. We'll acknowledge that.
Southwest 213 cleared to Raleigh Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 1 left climb and maintain 11,000.
There it is. 01 right was our initial departure, but we can take 01 left. I believe our squawk does get automatically set. Clear to 11,000 initially. Go ahead. And let's see if our IRS are aligned now. We can go ahead, FMC, pausing it. Now, let's go ahead and try the reference airport, KTPA. We are at gate 10. That is gate 10. Oh, that's wrong. There it is. KTPA, gate 10 here. Not in database. Wonderful, isn't it? Let's go ahead and just check the airport charts, because we can see exactly where we're at. No idea what gate we're at, though. Actually, if you want to check that, a good way to do that would be to check the actual proper maps here. Let's go ahead and align that, and let's see what gate it thinks we're at according to this. We are at gate 10. I mean, that's it. According to this, it says 31.9. We'll go ahead and trust the last IRS pause there, because apparently the gate isn't going to work for us. We can wait for that to align. In the meantime, let's go ahead. We got that good. Let's go ahead to route. Set our departure airport KTPA. Oh, that's already in there. Let's go ahead and put that in. Arrival KRDU for Raleigh, Durham. All the North Carolinian people are freaking out, probably, because I'm pronouncing Raleigh wrong. I don't know. Be Raleigh for all I know. Departure runway 1 left. Is that going to take it, or does it need me to do 0? I don't know. It does it automatically. That's nice. Flight number 2133. Now, in terms of planning the alternate, do we have that set up in here? I mean, it should be. I don't know. If it's not in here, I won't do it. Because I don't really go to the alternate, because I don't need to most of the time, because the weather isn't too bad. And it doesn't look like it has it set up in here, so we're not gonna set up an alternate for these flights. We got that good. Departure from Tampa. Oh, look at that! It has our actual... Huh, that's nice. So if I click on us, it will say where we are. I don't know how I even got... Oh, no, that doesn't... Okay, whatever. Let's go over to flights. We'll view the sim briefing here, whatever it's called. And departure runway is going to be 01 left with the Baypo 1. Departure with Camjo as our transition. Arrival into Raleigh is going to be the Dimster 1. For 05 left, ILS, transition of autos, transition of Pato for that. And then let's go into here. Let's see exactly what we're looking with. Let's go direct FINKI on departure. This seems a little bit better. Between Camjo and Pato, we only have one waypoint, which is team. T-E-E-E-M. Go ahead and put that in. Close that discontinuity there. That looks good to me. We can go ahead and zoom out actually and see what that looks like. Looks pretty good. Let's go actually into the plan mode and we can look at that a little bit closer. And then our arrival looks pretty much like this. It's just gonna basically just be kind of a straight in, not much of a turn. Here, zoom in a little bit more. Actually, it's a little bit of a turn, but we're basically just gonna be straight on our way into runway 05 left. Looks good to me. We'll go back into the map mode. We'll press activate there on that flight plan. That is good. Let's go ahead into our init ref here. Into perf init. Oh, let's get perf init. What is this? 2 clicks. LSK 3 left SCF. Load? Oh, what? Does it automatically do all that? Wait, what does the cost index say in SimBrief? It says 9. I think I'm gonna trust this, because I do, yeah, we'll trust what automatically is in here, because first of all, the departure runway is a little bit off and all that. Planned fuel, actually, out of what we have in the plane right now is around, let's see, where is it? Here it is. Let's see, block fuel, trip and taxi is going to be about, we'll say 7,500. Nope, I'm getting it's 7.5. You know, I'm not used to that as much. 7.5. That looks good to me. Go ahead and execute that now. Now to our takeoff here. We got that actually. Set reserve. Wait, actually we have to go back and. Oh my gosh, I got this on the last flight that I tried to do, and it was not. It was really annoying. Let's just go back and we'll just say 10.0. Using reserve fuel. How about I set the reserve to 1 instead? Unable 280 at It doesn't have to be like this. Can I try this again? Sometimes I just do hate this. There we go. That warning is silenced. So is the fuel warning. So is the reserves warning. That is good. So let's go. Oh my gosh. Why? If I click load, is it gonna do something stupid? 370. Just exact. I don't care if we're using reserve fuel because we shouldn't be. There we go. Go to our takeoff. Man. Unable 280 at Jerdy. Why is this so annoying? If we go into, like, where is Jerdy? Jerdy is right there. 280 at flight level 210. Why can't we go 280 at Jerdy? That doesn't make sense. Why are you doing that? I don't know. We're gonna ignore that, and we're just gonna go straight to the inner F again. Take off here. Flaps for takeoff. To do that, let's go ahead. N1 limit. Wait, N1 limit. 30. Hold on. N1 limit. D rates. If unsure, leave as is. I don't know what I just pressed, so we're just gonna go ahead and do that. Takeoff ref. Let's go ahead and actually run the calculations here on the iPad performance tool. If that will work for us. There we go. Performance tool. Airport ICAO code KTPA. Runway 01 left. Should be a decently long runway. Import from aircraft, import weather, and we'll calculate that. So, let's see, flaps are going to go to 5 degrees for takeoff here. Flaps 5, center of gravity, copy and paste. Enter those there for the V1, V-rotate, V2. Trim is going to go to 5.93. I don't think we're setting that just yet. If we are... Oh. We'll do that in a minute here. Isn't there a thing on the end here that goes over the abbreviations? Because sometimes they're a little confusing. I guess not. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let's see. I'm gonna ignore that checklist item there. Verify trim and V speeds appear. We got that. Set V speed, we're good. Let's see what next page is. Runway wind. We can go ahead and do that actually. Wind is 010 at 7, 010/7. Runway slope is 0 degrees. And I don't know, +24, oh my gosh, +24 slash +24, enter. I don't get that one right there, but we're gonna be fine there. We go ahead back to the takeoff stuff, enter that in. Trim 5.93. We go ahead now, set the trim here to 5.93 degrees, and let's actually go ahead, do something smart, and try and get our passengers. Actually, I think we already did get the passengers on board, so we're just gonna not connect to the jetway for now, because that's just gonna be something annoying for later. So let's go ahead. Got our trim set. EFIS control panel. We can go ahead and tune ATIS here on 12. I'll go to 128475. Listen to what the altimeter is. 016 at 7. Visibility 10. Clouds. Altimeter 30.09. 30.09 is set. Tune background 1 to 1.7. All looks good to me. Altimeter is good. Go now to the MCP. That's what I'm thinking of when I'm trying to like the difference. You know, sometimes I can't remember what this is. The FMC. One time I did call it the MCP, but this is the MCP. We're gonna go ahead and get that configured now. Flight directors both on. Flight directors are both on. Hold on. There we are. Auto throttle off. IAS Mach is going to be our V2 speed plus 15. 129 plus 15 is 144. So let's go ahead and set that as our speed there. 144 is set. LNAV arm? Really? Okay. LNAV is armed. Heading, runway heading. We can go ahead and check that now. Go to the airport charts and go ahead and set that. So runway heading, runway 01 left in Tampa is 007. Nice and easy to set here. Is that heading or course? Yeah, we'll do both. We'll just go ahead, set that to 007 as well. As the course, which is kind of interesting because it doesn't look like it lines up just right. But whatever, we got all that going, which is nice. And then altitude is going to be 11,000. Yeah, we were cleared to 110,000. 110. I'm like having a stroke. Whatever. 11,000 feet is where we're cleared to. That is good. And passengers are already on board, so we don't got to worry about that. Auto brakes to rejected takeoff. Parking brake is set, which we actually didn't do. Parking brake is good. Parking brake set. Com and nav ADF radios. We already got all those set. Transponder set and standby. There we go. With that set to set and standby, doors are already closed, I believe. You can go ahead and double check that though. FS actions, doors, go ahead and make sure those are all closed. Ground services, go ahead and release ground power now. Ground power release, where is it? State, no, what am I doing? I'm in the entirely wrong spot. There it is, ground power release. Whoa. APU generators, you're on, right? Oh, they weren't. There we go. Let's not do that from now on. And you're getting an auto brake disarm warning, which is what we're going to go ahead and do. Going to keep that disarmed until we actually get to takeoff. Is that set before? Oh yeah. We can go ahead and double check that in a minute. So, keep auto brake off for now. Let's see. Go ahead and double check everything's running. There we go. Got all that done. Shocks, go ahead and remove those. There we go. And oxygen, that's somewhere over here. Don't think it works in here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can't see it. Maybe I need to turn the lights up a little more. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm missing. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's so cool. It works. Huh. Oxygen is good. Navigation transfer and display switches. No, I don't know what that is. It says, normal and auto. You know, they usually are at normal or auto. What am I looking at here? Navigation transfer and something switches. doesn't matter. Window heat we did get on. Pressurization mode selector should be up here. Pressurization mode, that is auto. Flight instruments, heading, altimeter, we got that. Parking brake is set, engine start levers cut off, and we are all good. So, flight deck door, I don't know if we can do that in here. Air conditioned packs, are they off? Anti-collision light on. And, okay, flight deck, door closed and locked. Fuel, we got that. Pumps are on. Passenger signs are on. MCP, we got that. Takeoff speeds are set. There we go. Rudder and aileron trim are all 0. We got all that, and anti-collision light is on. Right there. Alright. Ready for pushback. Let's go ahead and get that set up here with the pushback toolbar. Actually, I will go ahead and take a quick little break here to get the briefing here set up. So let's go ahead and see if I can get this to load. It's gonna be let's see. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N P Q R S. Here it is. It's gonna be like an S. It's somewhere in here. A B C D F G H I J K L M N. There it is. There we go. I do have this loaded now. I will go ahead, try and get this set up here. It should be in, it's not on here. Window. Download. It's gonna be in, what is this called? This is called media player. That's not on here. Oh no, there it is. Let's go ahead, try and ramp that up here, see if that will load. Nice, alright. I'm gonna keep that at whatever volume it's at. I might actually decrease it a tiny little bit, but not too much. Yeah, -3, 4 decibels will work. We can go ahead and pre-plan our pushback to taxi to runway 01 left. In order to do that, we are gonna probably want tail face north here. Gonna taxi, probably down in this taxiway here. So that's gonna mean a turn this direction. Let's go ahead and we'll just try and keep ourselves just straight on our way out there, and then it's going to be a nice, quick, sharp left turn right onto that taxiway, and then I'll just have them push us back a little bit further, all the way to there, and that will be the end of our pushback. So I'll go ahead and get pushback started and get the announcement started. I will keep my mic on throughout just to kind of have that on. Let's see. We are all good for pushback. So now to page 2 on our checklist. Alright. We can go ahead and get pushback started. Go ahead and request that now from Tampa ground.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Alright, that looks good to me. Go ahead and set that to full screen. Zoom in a little bit more just so we can actually get the airport charts loaded up. And they should start our pushback here in a second. So let that lag for a little bit.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
Decrease the volume on the
Parking
announcements a
brakes are
tiny
set.
little bit.
You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Alright. So, you see our plane should actually be lifted up here. That works.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
There we go.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Alright,
You
pushback
will
is going to be
start in
started.
the sequence.
Go ahead, begin the announcement now. Alright, as pushback begins, let's go ahead, run our quick checks here.
Normal. Flight attendants arm doors for pushback crash check, please. Plug those large portable
Throttles
electronic
are at
lights need to be
idle.
completely powered down and stowed away.
And
There'll be
engine
anything
2,
over
we'll go ahead and get
sound.
that started.
Smaller devices need to remain in airplane
Engine
mode for the
2
duration of flight.
start to
So we
ground.
simply arrive at the gate normal.
And let's see,
Doors armed in the back. Cross check complete.
once we get
folks,
to
we can
around
have your
20 to
attention for a few more moments. I'd like to point out the safety features of our
N2
Boeing 737-700
in that
series
engine there,
aircraft.
we can go ahead
Fast that
and
seatbelt, slide the flat end into the buckle to
bring
release. Lift up on the
fuel
buckle,
in.
your seatbelts are worn tight and low across
we'll
the
wait
hips.
for that engine to get fully started.
And
Go
anytime
ahead
you're seated,
and
this
see
aircraft is
this,
equipped
switch
with
over
six
to
emergency
auto.
exits. 2 forward exit doors, 2 over wing window exits, and 2 rear exit doors. Signs overhead. Lights on the floor lead to exits. Safety information card is located in that seat back pocket in front of you.
Let's
In the
see
event of a water
here.
evacuation, use the life vest under your seat.
Let's see, we are
Remove the
about
vest only when told to do so. Pull the strap open.
engine ramping up to around 15-16% now.
Place that black strap around your waist.
There we go.
And buckle in the front. Pull the strap to
That
tight.
is verified. Auto
Once
there.
outside the aircraft, the plate
Go
buckle
ahead,
down and
engine
red
number
tab
1
to
starter will go
manually
to
place
ground,
the air tube at your shoulder.
and we'll wait for the
We are
N2
coming
in
by
that
now
engine to
to
get
check
around
your seatbelt
20-25%, and we'll go
Seat back
ahead
cables are in the full upright lock
and
position.
bring the fuel
And all
lever
those
up.
carrying items you brought on board are
Start
completely
lever,
underneath that
I
seat.
guess.
In front of you, leaving that area around your feet clear. Once again,
There we
nothing
go.
will be in those seat back pockets
22.
or on the floor in the front row for taxi, takeoff, and landing.
That is good.
Folks, if you have a purse, backpack,
And there's
anything
N1
like that,
and
you can get
N2
up on your
here.
lap.
Where's the
Can't
N1?
be on the
N1
seat
is up
section.
there.
It needs to go underneath the seat in front of
N1
you
should be
or
around
the overhead
20-ish
for taxi,
percent.
takeoff, and landing.
There we go.
Smoking is not allowed on board, including the
And
lavatory.
N2
Set off for
RPM
heavy
should be
tamper
around
with.
50.
Same will destroy any smoke detector in an
EGT.
aircraft. Lavatory, federal aviation regulations
Yeah,
require
there.
passenger compliance with
Fuel
passenger
flow.
information signs, close to flight cards, and crew
And
member
N2
instructions
around
regarding
59 to
seatbelts and
60.
smoking.
There we go.
Also, the use of
Both
those
engines
electronic
are
cigarettes and
started
vapes
now.
will not permitted on board our
We'll
aircraft.
go ahead, turn on the engine generators, and we'll make sure that
Completed for
those
oxygen mask will drop the compartment
lights
overhead.
there get extinguished.
Activate
That
the
is
flow of
good.
oxygen, pull down the mask till the plastic tubing is fully extended.
Probe heat
Place that
switches,
mask
we'll
over
go
your nose and
ahead.
mouth.
Switch both
Breathe
of those to
normally. Secure
on
the mask
right
with the elastic
there.
strap. Although oxygen will be flowing in the
Auto.
plastic bag,
Is
may
it-
not
is
place
there
continue
auto?
wearing a mask until otherwise
Oh, auto,
notified
actually,
by
no,
a
there's
crew
auto.
member.
We'll keep it on auto then.
Travel with children or anyone needing special assistance, please place your mask on
Anti-ice.
first.
Currently it's
Yellow
about
first.
24 degrees. It is Florida. Doesn't get too cold there.
Thank you for your attention,
So we'll
folks.
keep
Please
anti-ice
sit back,
off.
relax,
And
enjoy
we'll
the
go
actual
ahead and
flying
double check
time
our
once
air
aboard.
conditioning.
105.
So
1
pack
hour,
switches
5
can now go to
minutes.
auto now that we're
Thank you.
done
Welcome
with
aboard.
that. And isolation valve switch is an isolation valve switch to auto right there.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Pushback is completed.
Parking
Go ahead and
brake
set
set.
parking brake. They'll lower us
Parking brake
automatically.
set. Lowering aircraft.
Announcement is done. We'll go ahead and close out of that, and I will make sure to mute
Ground.
that so that doesn't
Startup is
become an issue.
complete. You may disconnect.
There we go.
Roger. Good
With
engine
that
start.
done,
Cleared to
let's
disconnect.
see.
See you at the side. Have a
Engine
good flight.
bleed on.
Holding position,
APU
waiting
bleed
for the
air
visual.
off.
Thank you and goodbye.
APU off. Go ahead and close the pushback window there. Flight controls, can go ahead and double check those right now actually. APU generators, I guess they don't need to be turned off, but we can just turn them off anyway. And we'll go ahead and check our flight controls. Bring the yoke all the way up on both sides, I guess. And we'll go ahead first. Elevator looks good. Aileron looks good. I'll hide that so you can actually see our rudder pedals. You can't really see them too well, but they are working. Yeah, you can't really see them, but they do work. Or at least they should be. And you can't really. Oh yeah, you can see it barely on the outside view here, but the rudder is fully functional. Go ahead and actually bring those all the way up here for now. Flight controls checked. Overhead panel, let's double check we don't have any warning lights going on. Yaw damper needs to come on. And other than that, no warning lights on the upper overhead either. Nope. We are all clear of any sort of warning lights. Go ahead back to the original view here. And recall button. That is somewhere up here, I believe. Ground call. Where the heck is the I know it's somewhere. There's ground call, and then there should be a recall button. And that works. Not sure about recall. I don't see one of those. It's not really. I don't think it's that important anyway. Just. All right, we are all good though. Let's see. And that is good. After start checklist. Go ahead. Generators are on. Probe heat on. Let's turn that on. Anti-ice, keep that off for now. Isolation valve, auto. There it is. Engine start switches. Continuous. Actually, we do have auto ignition on, so we don't need to have those two continuous. Let's actually go ahead and turn that little thing off, because I feel like I'd rather have that in here. So it's going to be in menu, setup, aircraft. Where is that actually going to be at? It is going to be aircraft equipment, and it's going to be in page 12 here. Auto ignition. Actually, page 12 or page 15 is where it's at. No, it's not there either. It's on one of the. There it is. Auto ignition. We'll go ahead and set that to no. Return back to the menu, and now that we have that set to no, go ahead and silence that. That's definitely just it. Yeah, there it is. Let's go ahead. Switch back up here, and we'll switch both of those to continuous. There we go. Those are set. Wait, this is page 2 here, which is what we're on. Recall. I'm not sure exactly where that is. Well, what's the... might as well quickly do a little Google search here. Recall. Let's see, where is that? Hold on, it says it's down here. Apparently this is... Clear/recall. To display system messages on the upper display unit. These messages can be no auto land or no land. Okay. Alright. That doesn't... I'm not seeing anything being, like, done whenever I press this, so... I believe that's just a way to clear up messages that will pop up. Hopefully not on this flight, though. Unless they're not, like, your engine has failed, you need to land immediately type messages. Anyway, that's all checked. Recall checked. Auto brake, rejected takeoff. Flight controls checked. Ground equipment clear. If that gives us an auto brake disarm, we'll go ahead and keep that off until we actually get to, the runway before takeoff. There we go. Yeah. We are all good and ready. So taxi clearance, go ahead and get that now from Tampa. Taxi lights will come on. When we turn off lights, come on. Transponder is standby. Golf 2. Golf 2 Charlie. Ooh, it's gonna be probably... Okay, yeah, it's kind of a longer taxi route, but we're okay with that. We'll acknowledge that clearance. And just confirm everything's running, everything's going well, that's nice. Alright, let's begin our taxi. And we are all ready to go. Double check both of our runway turn-off lights are on, that's nice. Right. Go ahead and bring throttle up. And we'll follow the taxi checklist that will show up here. There we go. Let's go ahead and, well, I don't know why it's so focused in. There we go. I'm trying to get my feet adjusted to these rudder pedals. I was not ready for this. Okay. There we go. So we do have some things to do on our way to the runway. We have check braking and steering. We can go ahead and check the steering here on this right turn we have on the golf, on like the golf something. Braking also seems to be working, putting a little bit of right brake there to help us out with that turn. Let's go ahead. Keep us moving, but we can check the brakes here. Brakes do work. Those look good. And engine and flight instruments all seem to be working. And let's see, what else is there? We just have set first before takeoff items. Okay. Oh man. Why is this such a weird turn? Let's just try and not die in this turn here. Full right rudder, a little bit of braking, just to try. This is such a weird turn. Either way, on taxiway Juliet now. Actually, no, look, the taxiways are correct. Victor 1, there's Victor there. Whiskey 1 will cross runway 19 right. Victor again. A little confused, but we'll just follow this. Going a little bit quick. Brakes. Let's go ahead and see what this says. Before set first. Okay, so so we actually can go ahead and put some flaps out here for takeoff. Really bumpy. I'm not sure what's going on over here, but it's fine. We go in flaps 1 for now. Flaps 5 is what we're aiming for takeoff. Drop flaps 2 now. Holy crap. I don't like taxiing sometimes, especially during night. It's always a little confusing, but we are on our way. Stabilizer trim, we did get that set earlier. MCP we did get set, and we got everything set, which is good. Pretty much everything we need to get done, we finished. Let's just keep ourselves on the taxiway for now. Left turn here onto Victor, I believe. Yes, Victor. No, Victor. This is taxiway Whiskey, and then Whiskey 1. And then apparently we cross runway 19 right, which is the runway that runs that way in the opposite direction, and then Victor again, which doesn't make any sense at all, but we'll see. Sometimes the taxi instructions are really really confusing. Like, I don't know, apparently we read back cross runway 19 right with Victor, and that's not at all what they said. They said Golf 2 with Charlie, which I don't understand some of the readbacks here with the taxiing. It's really confusing sometimes. Flaps. Go ahead and get those to 5. We should see a green light here for takeoff. Flaps set. Recall button, we already got that checked. Stabilizer trim is good. Oh wow. That's so, look, the actually here in the checklist they have replay tool as required. Wait, do they have that set for landing too? That'd be kind of nice to remember that sometimes. Yeah, apparently not. Whatever. Let's go ahead and here we go. Right turn here on the Whiskey 1, and our holding point is here. Holy crap, I am not a good tact here at all. Go ahead and set parking brake. Flaps are set to 5 for takeoff. Wait, flaps. Okay, that's just flaps in transit. That's not the takeoff thing. That is all good though. Departure clearance, we can go ahead and get that now, but before takeoff, double check. Landing lights on, strobe lights on. Strobe lights on. Just the logo. This is the wing, right? I don't know. I'll turn on the logo lights as well. Auto throttle arm, transponder to TARA. Also arm auto brake, auto throttle. All that was good. TARA there for transponder. Weather radar on, speed brake / spoilers not armed, which they aren't. Getting a little FMC. Verify takeoff speeds. Go ahead and do that now. Let's go ahead, enter center of gravity again. Trim is going to be 6.07 now instead. 6.07. And we'll go ahead and set those new takeoff speeds. There we go. Everything is good there. Weather radar, that's the WXR, that's on. And we are all good. Takeoff config. Brake with pedals and move throttles forward to 50. Verify no warning sound and no takeoff config. That's not good. What are we missing? Recheck flaps, auto brake, and disarmed spoilers. Spoilers shouldn't be disarmed, right? Hold on. There we go. I guess auto brakes were armed. With those final checks done, we are ready for departure. Go ahead, tune Tampa Tower, request takeoff clearance for runway 01 left.
Tampa Tower southwest 21 tree at runway 1 left ready for departure IFR to Raleigh.
Southwest 21 tree altimeter
3009 set.
at 4. Cleared for takeoff runway 1 left.
Acknowledge
Cleared
that.
for takeoff runway 1 left southwest 21 tree.
You know, now that I do think about it, I don't really have a toga button set, so let's go ahead and do that. That is on here. Let's go ahead. It's gonna be in here. Let's try and think what would be the best one, because I have X for reverse thrust, B for landing gear. If I wanted to, I could do landing gear on the joystick, like, instead of that, I could do, like, the trigger button for landing gear. That could work. I could do that. I don't know. Let's see if we can find the toga actually here. Power management, throttle. Is there a toga? Toga. Switch. There's gotta be a toga button. How do I set that up? Sorry for a little break here. Let's go ahead and set. Let's go ahead. Why can't I just... Oh my gosh. Auto throttle. See that auto throttle. That's auto throttle disconnect. We don't want that right now. TOGA. Try that again. I don't know. Sometimes just TOGA. Auto throttle toga. There we go. Now let's go ahead and figure out what button we want to use for that. I might use the B, or there's no other buttons on there. I think I'm gonna actually map this to the B button here, and we'll validate that, and then I'm gonna actually go to landing gear. I'll just do this. And instead of that for landing gear, we'll go ahead and map that to the nice trigger button here on my joystick. And we'll validate that, and then I have to go now into here and we'll turn off the smart camera because I don't like it anyway. Let's clear validate. We're all good for takeoff. Now that we have that set, go ahead and apply that, and ready to go. Got all our checks good, and let's get rolling. On to the taxiway here. I'm just going to keep the airport charts here for Tampa on. Parking brake, go ahead and disconnect that. Oh, no. Disconnect. Stop toga, please. Stop. Okay. Alright, so let's not do that. That was a bit of a mistake. Let's just taxi onto the runway first. Cleared for takeoff, runway 1 left. Holy crap. I did not think that I would get stuck in toga, but here we are. Can't believe I've actually done all of my flights without ever using the toga switch. I didn't really realize you had to use that, but here we are. On runway 1 left, we confirmed that. We did all of our checks, toga button, FMA, alright. And let's get rolling here. And here we go. Bring our throttle up to about 40%. We'll go ahead and press the toga button here. Here we go. Right. Toga.
Airspeed's alive.
There we go. Co-pilot speaking.
80 knots.
80 knots. Coming up on deep.
Rotate.
Rotating. Pull back on the joystick here. Wait for a positive. There we go. Positive ready to climb. Go ahead. Try and ramp up our auto throttle speeds here because you don't really like to catch on. Set it to 195. Hope that auto throttle likes to work here.
2133 contact Tampa departure on 135.5. Good day.
It is going to be a pretty straight out departure. Go ahead and acknowledge that handoff. Landing gear is up. Let's go ahead and hand fly out this departure here to our next waypoint. Auto throttle should hopefully start working for us here. It's going to be a right turn now to head towards our next waypoint and contact Miami departure as well.
Tampa departure southwest 2133 is passing 2,600 feet, climbing 11,000 feet.
There we go.
Southwest 2133 Tampa departure altimeter 30.09er. Continue to FINKI as planned.
We actually keep on climbing at a pretty quick rate of around 4,000 feet per minute here. Try and follow flight director actually, see what that wants us to do. Angle down a little bit, angle down a little bit more, down a little bit more. And once we hit FINKI, we'll go ahead and actually hand it over to autopilot. Follow the flight director now. VNAV level change. Alright. Coming up on FINKI, got another couple nautical miles to go there. Wind's not the best. It looks like they shifted. Auto throttle hasn't necessarily kicked in just yet. Still hasn't been doing much to kind of keep our speed. We've kind of been in toga for a little bit now, but we're all good. We're gonna follow flight director, see what that wants us to do.
Southwest 2133 contact Jacksonville Center on 133.
We need to turn on the brightness on these displays.
Good day.
We're gonna be switching over to Jacksonville Center now. Coming up on
133.25
FINKI.
southwest 2133.
I am gonna try and turn down the brightness on these things. These are crazy bright. There we go, it's a little bit better.
Southwest 2133 is at 8,000 2,600 feet, climbing 11,000 feet.
Turn on the brightness on all those.
Southwest 2133.
Pull back a little bit. And once, if we hit 11,000 feet before FINKI, I'll go ahead and enable autopilot. I mean, just when we hit one of those. Zoom out on the map here, actually. Speed is fine. We actually can start putting some of our flaps up. And coming up on 11,000 now, coming up on FINKI as well. I'm going to turn on autopilot and level change. If level change will kick in. It's not going to because we're pretty much at our cruising altitude. Going to increase our speed actually to 250 knots. And bring up another notch of flaps. Having us climb up to 13,000 now. Go ahead and start that climb. There we go. LMAP is on. Auto throttle's kicking in now. Go ahead and just double check our checklist here. Landing gear is up. Maintain speed. Let's see. 250 knots and checked flaps now. We're at 250 knots. We can go ahead and bring our flaps all the way up. And let's not get an overspeed warning today. Or get busted by the FAA. Okay, actually, I guess we don't need to, actually. We're above 10,000. Speaking of above 10,000, let's see. Flaps up. Packs auto. Pressurization good. Anti-ice. And we can get that off. Auto. Is that available? Do we have auto? We don't have auto for the engine start selectors. Center fuel tanks. We're all good. We can go ahead and turn off runway turn off and taxi lights. Do we keep our landing lights on? Landing gear, flaps, packs. We actually don't keep our landing lights. Actually, no, at 10,000 we do. Climbing to 13,000 feet now. We are there. While we're here, might as well increase our speed up to 275 knots. If they don't give us an instruction to climb soon, then we'll increase to 37,000, which is our cruising altitude for today. Zoom out a little bit more on the map here. On our way out of Tampa, the map actually isn't that bad in terms of how far zoomed out it is. But let's go ahead, zoom that out a little bit more. Actually, why not all the way out? There you go. And that's good there. Now at 275, we've got an increase of 10,000 because they aren't giving us an increase.
Center, southwest, 2133.
They're going to give us an increase, so go ahead and switch level change here. And 230 is where we're cleared to. That's nice. Climbing up there now. We'll acknowledge.
Climb and maintain flight level 230 southwest 2133.
Let's go ahead. Run any more checks that we need to do. Landing gear lever into the neutral position. Oh, phew. That didn't go down. That would have sucked if it went like into the down position. That would have been annoying. And let's try and make myself remember not to press the toga switch while we're on approach, because I'm probably going to forget that I remapped that, and that's not going to be a fun time for the passengers either. Auto brake. Do we switch that off at all or anything? No, not really. Flaps up. No lights. That's good. And packs are at auto, I believe, right? Yes, sir, they are. Kind of going back and forth over this checklist. We're not to 18,000 feet yet. We are pretty close. Climbing at a pretty quick rate. Only have a couple more pages left. We're halfway through our checklist. Let's see. Pressurization, checked that. Anti-ice, there's like, that's kind of just the same stuff. Cruise is where that is. So we're waiting for, see, when do we turn on the anti-ice? It's around, I guess it's around 0 or something. I think it's like 10 or something. Because I know water freezes at 32, 0 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. We kind of got to settle this debate right now. Celsius or Fahrenheit? Miles or kilometers? Like, Metric or imperial system, which is better? I'm American. I'm not gonna be biased. Let's think when it comes to like inches and feet. I think that's better, cause inches, like, you don't need centimeters, because centimeters are too small. Inches are kind of just right, and meters I feel like a little bit too big. Like, what if you want to measure, like, I don't know, let's say somebody's height? I feel like it's going to be confusing to be like, I'm 1.7 meters tall, right? I think feet and inches are better for measurement, and like length, height, all that. And then we have like miles and stuff. I think when it comes to miles and all that, I think we should use the metric system, because it makes a lot more sense. Like, if you asked like a 27-year-old, like, if you asked somebody, like a Harvard student, how many feet are in a mile, they probably wouldn't answer, because, like, who knows that? You go over that once in 3rd grade, you never go over it again. So, like, I think kilometer, no, because if you do kilometers, then that defeats the whole point. Ooh, actually, I have an idea. We use feet, right? But we just make it so a mile, instead of being like 5,200 feet or whatever, we just make it like 5,000 feet, like a nice even number that everybody can remember. Or we just make it like 1,000 feet, and then we just have basically just kilometers, but a little bit shorter. I think that'd be a good idea, right? And then we have the whole Celsius Fahrenheit thing. I don't know, because here's the thing. Fahrenheit is also extremely confusing. Like, when you think about it, 32 degrees Fahrenheit is when water freezes. 212 is when water boils. Like, then you have Celsius, which is a little bit more straightforward. Like, 0 degrees, water freezes, 100, it boils. But then whenever you're trying to like measure temperature, you always have these weird 32.7 degrees Celsius or 32 point something degrees Fahrenheit. Not Celsius. It's like, can we just have a unit of measurement where 0 is when it freezes, because that's kind of just like below freezing, so it'd just be below 0, right? But I think having it so 100 is when it boils, that just kind of seems like a little bit too like little of like a range, you know? Because usually, like temperature on Earth is in between like probably like negative something to like 30 degrees Celsius, probably hotter, but it's never gonna be like 100. So why don't we just have something like Fahrenheit, but a little bit more like Celsius when it comes to like 0 degrees is when water freezes? I feel like that would make more sense. Hold on, I'm gonna increase to 33,000, and then I'll continue my argument. Or Jacksonville Center will interrupt me. You know, I don't know why I'm even arguing about this, but gotta have one thing to put in here that's interesting. To Jacksonville Center and contact them.
Jacksonville Center Southwest.
And we're gonna crest a climb now to 33,000 feet. It is pitch black outside. There's not much to look at. Actually, most of the lights are going to be off to our right. We're going to see, like, Orlando. We might. You can't really see much. We're going to request an increase, though, of another 10,000 feet. Get ourselves climbing, and then I'll continue my argument.
Request flight level 330.
We're pretty much at the end of it anyway, but... Why 280, though? There's no other aircraft. There's no other people in the sky right now in the game. So why do you have to be like that, huh? Whatever. Anyway, let's try and figure out why Fly Live is so... Oh, let's acknowledge that before they get mad. There we go.
Expect flight level 330 Southwest 2133.
There we go. We're gonna open that one up, and that might work. It might not work. I'm not sure. It's gonna be annoying when you land. Whatever. I'm gonna try and fix it though. Move that a lot more to the right. Move that a lot more to the right. It is gonna flicker, so probably be a little bit careful if you're epileptic. I doubt it's gonna give anybody a seizure, but don't really want to be held responsible for anything like that. So why is the ground speed 0? That's weird. Let me set this again. Ground speed. Hello? Ground speed. Do I need to set it to, like, vertical speed? and then set it back to ground speed. I don't know why it's at that. Airspeed. Of course, airspeed works, but you know, ground speed, just forget ground speed. Am I right? Needs that at all. Move that to the left a little bit. That should be good. I'm gonna press use, and I'll also try and save the changes, which never seems to work, but we'll try it again. There we go, and it should be fixed. But it is weird how the ground speed isn't running. I'm gonna try and actually reboot this. Actually, we're gonna increase to 3,000, and then I have to finish my argument. So, here's the thing. Just to kind of finish this off. Feet, inches, better. But we need to have an even number of feet in like a mile. I think mile sounds better than kilometers, but it also makes more sense. I don't know. And then all we really need to do is make a little bit of a better temperature system. Just 0 is when water freezes, and then we have some like, I don't know, 250 is when it boils or something, just to get a little bit more specific with like temperatures, you know. So I don't want to have any decimals in my temperatures. Just tell me what it is. A nice round number, just better. We are losing a little bit of speed. I'm gonna go to Mach 0.7 and increase, but yeah, that's pretty much my argument. Don't know why I had to argue about this, but I did. So we're at 28,000. Gonna gain some speed, and we're gonna begin our climb up. Let's see what else there's to do. Oh yeah, I am gonna try and reboot the Fly Live, so it might freeze up and it might look super weird. There it is. Let's go ahead and I'll open it again, and I'll get the departure ports and all that set up. Just give me 1 second here. RDU. Okay. Well, actually, anti-ice. Let's go ahead and turn that on now. I think I might have accidentally pressed a switch, and I'm not sure what. I pressed the press some.
134 decimal for southwest.
Something by the anti-ice. I don't know how I could have pressed something else. Tuning Jacksonville Center now, switching over.
Jacksonville Center,
We are at 28,000. It's not climbing yet, because apparently level change mode isn't enabled. Let's go ahead and do that. Come on. Why are we not climbing? Jeez. Do I need to, like... Holy crap. No idea why I wasn't climbing at all. But we are now. On our way over. I believe I did get that fixed. And ground speed is running now, which is really nice. And it looks like it saved all the changes. So we got that to work now. 17% to the way over. And let's quickly see what else we need to do now. We did enable anti-ice, and all 3 of those are on. They're not causing any problems or like disabling or anything. Let's see, where are we? We are there. Crossfeed, check. Do we need to do is there any sort of fuel imbalance? Actually, there is. A 100-pound fuel imbalance. You want to know how you handle a fuel imbalance? So you're about to learn. First step, enable crossfeed, and since we have more fuel on the right side than we do the left, here's what you're going to do. First step, enable the crossfeed switch, and you're going to disable the fuel pumps on the left side. And because the crossfeed switch is open, the left engine will still be getting fuel from the right side fuel pumps, which will mean the right side fuel pumps will drain twice as fast, and those will allow you to continue, just to let your left engine run without draining any of the fuel, and you'll wait until that is perfectly equal at around 50-40, so it's currently at 50 90, and once that gets to around 50, I'll go ahead and quickly switch that off. 60, and once it says 50, I'll go ahead. There we go. Go ahead, fuel pumps on, switch off. There we go. And engine number 1 resuming as normal, and fuel imbalance gone. Pretty much gone. There might be like a little slight difference, you know, 30 pounds, 30 pounds. But much better than it was before. So, that is all good. Passenger signs, we're not at our cruising altitude yet. Oh, I actually do have to get an increase of 1 more, because we're going to 37,000 feet. Maintaining good speed though. And, alright, we're just gonna go to 370 because they're gonna give it to us anyway. And, not much more to do. Monitor navigation and cross-check top of descent. Our top of descent, actually, we'll acknowledge that. Top of descent. Where is that on here? We are on our way to Spring. And then you have Camjo. I'm not sure where our top of descent is. Ooh, to top of climb. I haven't quite gotten to our top of climb yet. When we do, let's see, where is our top of descent? Top of descent is right around in between Pedo and somewhere else. We'll probably see that once you get up there. Estimated 6,000 pounds fuel by the time we reach Raleigh. Let's see. So top of descent, and then select and verify approach procedures in FMC right there. So our arrival and our approach, actually, I think that means NRF, right? There it is. 37,000 feet. Go ahead and acknowledge that on our way to our cruising altitude.
Climb and maintain flight level tree
Oh,
70
that's landing data. We actually
213.
should get that now. Let's go ahead and do that. So, approach procedure. Let's go ahead and run our calculations here actually in the iPad very quick. So, it's going to be the performance tool. Landing, it's going to be, we'll just see what flaps it wants. Landing runway, according to what we have set up here, is 05 left. 05 left. Import weather. Anti-ice will probably just be on. We'll see. We'll click calculate here. And see, flaps 30. Let's see what it wants for flaps 30. Import that, import that. That's not even going to work. 05 left though. Import weather and calculate. Stopping distance seems fine. We could probably go for flaps 15 and be totally fine. Yeah, flaps 15 doesn't make much of a difference, and that's without thrust reverser. Auto brakes, you can probably just go to auto brakes 1 and stop pretty well. And with thrust reversers, stop a lot shorter. I think auto brakes 2, probably just kind of right in the middle, would work. So auto brakes are going to go to 2 for landing. Monitor navigation. Okay, we already, top of descent. We are at our cruising altitude of 37,000 feet. And let's go into our progress here and see. So, we have, let's see. What time is it currently? It doesn't say, does it? Cruise altitude to destination altitude. Times 3, and then I don't want to do any math right now. We're fine. We didn't get our NRF fully set. I'm gonna go flaps 15, 133 knots for arrival. Looks good to me. Nothing else to do on that page. And then everything seems good. Yep, we are all good to put you guys in the camera and just kind of chill. To do that, let's go ahead, get the AI radio communications on, and yep. Actually, let's go ahead and not forget to turn off those seatbelt signs. For the passengers in the back, they can now move about the cabin. but you get to stay in your seat the entire time and look out the window. So let's go ahead and get you guys in there. So it's gonna be here. Let's go ahead and see. Kind of forgot we were in the Southwest livery.
Going to 1 tree.
Oh yeah, I already have the
Southwest
AI on, so it doesn't
213
matter.
tree.
Right, actually,
Jacksonville Center,
let's
Southwest
check
213
where
tree,
we're
flight
gonna
level
be over our
370.
route. Like, what would be the best side? Actually, no, definitely you're gonna want to be on the right side. Well, oh yeah, probably. This is like Jacksonville, all the way up there. I mean, probably the left when you get over like Charlotte. But in terms of, actually, I think I might put you on the left side here. There we go. Now that looks nice. And I'm gonna go ahead and close out of that, close out of that, close out of that, and let you guys be. We got everything good. Cruising at 37,000 feet on our way to Raleigh.
1 tree 2 decimal tree for southwest 21 tree. Jacksonville Center southwest 21 tree flight level 370.
Southwest 21 tree Jacksonville Center. Continue to heap on as planned.
Hello guys. I'm back to acknowledge that I did not at all increase our speed to Mach 0.81. I have no idea what I've been doing this whole time, because we have been sticking around at Mach 0.07. We can go ahead and ramp up our speed all the way to Mach 0.81. So that's what we're gonna do. Just a little bit of a quick little check-in. I'll put you guys back into the camera here actually, and leave you guys to it now. Just increasing our speed because kind of want to get there faster, and I didn't do that, so yep. Still cruising 37,000 feet on our way to Raleigh, Durham.
126.75 for Southwest 21 Tree. Jacksonville Center Southwest 21 Tree flight level 370.
Southwest 21 Tree, Jacksonville Center. Continue to TEEM as planned. Southwest 21 Tree, contact Jacksonville Center on 132.3. Good day.
132.3 for Southwest 21 Tree. Jacksonville Center Southwest 21 Tree flight level 370.
Southwest 21 Tree, Jacksonville Center. Continue to TEEM as planned. Southwest 21 Tree, contact Jacksonville Center on 120.85. Good day.
120.85 for Southwest 21 Tree. Jacksonville Center Southwest 21 Tree flight level 370.
Southwest 21 Tree, Jacksonville Center. Continue to TEEM as planned.
Tree 2.5 Southwest 21 Tree. Jacksonville Center Southwest 21 Tree flight level 370.
Southwest 21 Tree, Jacksonville Center. Continue to journey as planned.
24.7 Southwest 2133. Jacksonville Center Southwest 2133 flight level 370.
Southwest 2133 Jacksonville Center. Continue to journey as planned.
Descend and maintain flight level 250 southwest 21 tree tree.
Alright, I'm back. Let's try and bring the sound down here, and let's start our descent. So we were cleared now to cleared to something, let's see, to 250. Bring in level change, we'll drop our speed to Mach 0.78, bring spoilers out, and start our descent to flight level 250. Alright, double check everything's still running. Alright, that's good. Alright, as we descend, sorry, kind of a little bit busy, so, pressurization, we'll go ahead and verify our landing altitude, and now we have to contact Jacksonville Center. We'll go ahead and acknowledge that here, if that will work for us, there we go.
For southwest 21 tree tree.
Let's go ahead and actually view the airport
Jacksonville
charts
Center
here
southwest
for
21 tree tree is at flight level 330,
Raleigh.
descending flight level 250.
That is on our checklist, so you might as well do it. Landing 05 left, elevation 367, that's set. And we'll go ahead and also check our VREF, our init ref here, for approach. Let's see, let's see, init ref, here it is. There it is, it's already open. Go flaps 15 instead. We got those checked. Let's see here. Sorry, put my headphones on all the way. Alright, so we are currently, let's see here, we got our init ref set, ILS frequency. We're gonna have to open up the ILS charts here to get that. So ILS frequency is 109.1, and we'll go ahead and try and drop our speed actually a little bit more to about 300 knots of airspeed. There we go. Descending now to 25,000 feet. Go ahead and get the ILS frequency in here. It's going to be 109.1, and switch that to there. And 109.1 as well on this side. 109.1. Switch. There we go. That is set. Let's go ahead and do we have to set our course at all? Oh, not sure. Oh, minimums. Go ahead and set those. Let's see what the minimums are here for runway 05 left in Raleigh. They are going to be 214 feet. So go ahead and set that over here. Switching now. Oh, let's go ahead and disable that very quick.
Washington Center southwest 21 tree tree, flight level 250.
Speed brakes are still on. I'll go ahead and disarm those. Let's see if we are setting our minimums to 214 feet radio. That's what is on the charts. And let's see, ADF or MCP. Let's go ahead and set our course actually to runway heading, which is gonna be 054 for 05 left in Raleigh. 054 and 054. Descending now to 11,000 feet is what we're cleared to. Speed brakes out. Descending now.
Descend
Level
and maintain
change
11,000 feet southwest 21 tree tree.
And we are now on our way down to 11,000 feet. Alright. On our way down, we'll double check charts, audio's working pretty well for you guys. That's nice. I am going to go ahead and try and decrease the sim audio just around to 12 decibels there. Still descending, pretty good speed. We're getting really close to, getting pretty close to 10,000, so we'll try and drop our speed now to 275. So we are going to have to decrease our rate of descent a little bit. We have auto brake. We're going to go ahead and set that to 2, which is what we configured in that there. ILS frequency is good. Auto brake is good. Radio is good. Minimums are good. And then MCP. Heading, we might as well just set that 054, but we're not going to fly runway heading. We might as well just have that set, just in case. That's good. And at and after top of descent, anti-ice is on and running. Center fuel tanks are off. And do we have any fuel balance? No, we are good. Engine start selectors to continuous. And we are not at 10,000 feet, so not much more to do other than turn on the seatbelt sign, because kind of forgot to do that. Should probably keep it in auto for the next little bit here, but gonna just turn it on because we're not gonna be eating it anymore. Sorry to the passengers who kind of got like thrown around as we kind of that abrupt descent. So not much more to do. Actually getting close to 18,000. We don't have altimeter yet. If I could get altimeter, that'd be nice, but I'm not exactly sure how to right now. I can try and get weather. Electronic flight bag. Weather source sim. Okay, can I get... Come on, can I just get a, Why can't there just be weather? I don't think we have much weather, but, let's see. We have no... I don't know how to get the actual weather in Raleigh right now. We are descending pretty quick, making a left turn. I'll go ahead and zoom in on the map there. Probably try and bring our speed back a little bit more to 265. So currently weather we don't know. Weather. Let's see if this works. So this is this is just 20 minutes ago. Altimeter 3027. However, this might not be exactly what it is. We'll see. I think that's what I'm going to set it to, is 30.27. Because according to SimBrief, that's what it is, but I'm not sure. Not SimBrief. Here. So, let's see, here it is. It should, yep. Altimeter 3027. Overcast, temperature 52 degrees. Nice. Probably anti-ice might stay on. It might stay off. And then this is ATIS. Here we go. Altimeter 3027. And information golf. No, we don't want departure. We want arrival. ATIS arrival 05 left. Slope, and again that doesn't give us much information. Anyway, we do have altimeter set to 3027. I'm not sure if that's the proper altitude or proper altimeter in Raleigh. We will find out soon enough. But okay. Pressurization. Here we are, leveling off at 11,000 feet now. Currently over... Where are we over right now? We are over Southern Pines. We are in North Carolina. So Raleigh, you should see it on the map there. Let's see what else is going on here. Let's go back. Alright, coming up on, what waypoint is this? Coming up on Malner, 11,000 feet or above, we're right around there. We'll probably be expecting a descent through 10,000, so let's go ahead and drop our speed to 250 knots. As we do that, just go ahead and just kind of see what's going on. Where are we? Oh, let's try and... yeah, whatever. Okay, let's unlock that, please. I just want to see what's going on around here. So what is that? That's... where are... I can't see any, like, state lines. Alright, here comes our ILS clearance-ish. So we're descending to 6,000 now. Speed not above 210. Go ahead and decrease there. Luckily, we are actually getting the exact approach we needed. ILS 5 left, 05 left, via the autos transition, and not above 210. So that's where we're going to be descending to now. So autos is coming up in about 16 nautical miles. Continuing our checklist here. Pretty much coming through 10,000 feet. Trying to slow down here. And just so I don't forget to go ahead and get our landing lights on. Passenger signs, don't need those. And recall. I believe it is that. That works. I mean, auto brake is set. Landing data, is it changing? It is changing a little bit. 131 now for reference speed. Approach briefing, don't need to do that because I don't have a co-pilot. Altimeter, we did not get one. Really? We haven't got an altimeter yet? That's crazy that they didn't give us an altimeter. We're just kind of... okay. Switching over to Raleigh approach 124.8. Descending through descending to 6,000. Contacting Raleigh approach, expecting an altimeter. And 30.26, not even far off what we had already set. So that's good. Continuing over to autos. ILS frequency is set, landing lights on, auto brake is at 2. We did run those calculations early in flight. I might run them now, just again. So landing en route, import weather, and calculate. Yep, auto brakes 2 will work for us. Reduce speed to 20 to 15 nautical miles out. We are not there yet. Currently we have 27 nautical miles left, or that's altitude, and that's let's see. So probably going to want to descend, or not descend, just decrease speed. Probably bring it back to around we'll try and bring it to our flaps up speed. try and bring it to 195 here. And we'll try and bring out flaps 1 as well. Anti-ice, da-da-da, got all that. Wireless frequency is set. Okay, and here we go. This is where we have the largest difference here in our checklist with our ILS landing. So we're gonna select VOR lock mode when we are trying to intercept the localizer, which might be now. Actually, no. Once we hit, it's choker. I can't read it. Chewer.
Southwest 213 descend and maintain 5,000.
Descending to 5,000 instead. We'll go ahead and acknowledge that. Once we hit the next waypoint after auto, so go ahead and enable VOR lock mode and approach mode when glide slope is in range. And then second autopilot we're not going to enable because we're not doing an auto land today. Weather is pretty good. We actually might be able, I think that might be the airport in front of us. There it is, visual contact for runway 05 left there in Raleigh. Looking stabilized. Go ahead, we're going to drop flaps 1, drop our speed to 175 knots. If we can. Let's see, flaps 1 coming out now. There we go. I'm going to drop flaps 2. I'm going to try and keep our flaps around 5 to 10 degrees. And reference speed is going to be 131. I'm going to double check that that's not changing. For now it's not. Weather seems good. Not much to complain about. We do have visual contact on the runway. I'm going to try and just drop our speed now to our reference speed. Dropping speed now to 159. Flaps 5 coming in. And coming up on Chowder. Gonna drop to our flaps 10 speed of 150. Same for 160 knots. It's opening up a little bit. Spoiler is gonna come up here. And gonna try and drop our speed to 150 knots, if it will let us. Do have a visual. Gonna try to enable VOR lock mode. That has enabled. Coming in a little bit high. And we're also gonna try and turn on approach mode. Actually no, we gotta wait until glide slope is in range. So descending now to 4,000 is what they want us to descend to, so we're gonna go ahead and add that in there. Might put spoilers out to try and descend a little quicker, but that might end up giving us an airspeed low warning. We'll see. I don't think it will. Just to help us descend a little bit quicker. So we do have a visual. Kind of close to the airport. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Coming up on Chowder though, so let's go ahead and VOR lock mode is enabled. Approach mode. Right. We are ready. And once we hit 2500 radio altimeter, we actually should be able to turn on approach mode here in a second. On our final turn, let's go ahead and drop our speed to our reference speed. Flaps 15 and landing gear. Oh crap. What did I tell you about pressing the toga button on accident? LNAV approach. Jeez. Oh my god. Let's not do this, please, plane. Try and drop our speed now. And nope. I did it again.
Southwest 213 descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Level change, approach, LNAV, speed. And this is a very unstabilized approach, but let's try and make it a little bit more stabilized. Coming in now, let's drop our speed. Landing gear down. And we'll ignore that warning, that's just the flaps not being happy with us. We'll acknowledge that. Reference speed 131.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet southwest 213.
Oh, what the heck? Why is it doing this, man? Can I not go around, please? There we go. Come on. 131. Let's just try and get ourselves a little bit more of a stabilized approach now. Flaps set. Approach mode. Let's enable that now. Actually, it looks like it is following the glide slope in, which is good. Localizer looks like it's captured. I'm not gonna
Southwest 21 tree tree. You are
like
11
try and
miles
do anything.
southwest
Let's
of
try and
Raleigh.
get our speed to drop though,
Contact Raleigh Tower on 119.
because it is trying to come in a little bit fast.
Tower on 119.3 southwest 21 tree tree.
I'm gonna try and actually get flaps 30 instead. Tune tower now. I'm gonna drop more flaps to flaps 30 unless I did flaps 40. Never mind. Going to flaps 30. Speed to 127 knots. Contacting Raleigh Tower now.
Tower southwest
Very,
21
very
tree tree,
busy
10
arrival.
miles southwest inbound ILS runway 5.
Everything looks
approach.
good,
Southwest 21 tree tree. Raleigh
and we
Tower.
are ready for landing.
Altimeter 30.27.
30.27
at tree. Clear
and
ILS runway
it is
5
descending
approach.
through the altitude there. Now auto throttle, of course, doesn't really want to work. Can I just do N1? Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, so winds, nice headwind. Let's just get us on the ground here. So coming in stabilized, so acknowledge
Clear
those.
ILS runway 5 left approach southwest 21 tree tree.
Alright, nothing to do until landing here, so let's go ahead and get us on the ground. At around 1,000 feet radio altimeter, I'll go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and start the replay mode here. There we go. Coming in stable. Of course, the auto throttle doesn't like me a lot right now. Let's go ahead and set it to 130 because it doesn't like 127. Actually, I guess it does. I don't know. Flaps are at 30. Everything is set and we are good to go. Once we hit, let's try and not go around, because apparently the go around procedure kind of looks a little bit messed up here on the panel, and actually in the FMC here, what has been programmed in. I'm gonna try and take over around, let's see.
Southwest 21 tree tree.
Alright.
029er at tree. Clear to land runway 5 left.
So cleared to land, go ahead and follow flight director in. We'll acknowledge that landing
Clear
clearance.
to land runway 5 left southwest.
Landing gear is
21 tree
down
tree.
and we are good to go. Putting all of my trust in auto throttle right now. Flight director is good. Try and bring down the HUD. There we go. If I can turn on the brightness, that would be nice. There we go. This is it. Coming in pretty stable for now. Localizer looks good, glide slope looks good. It's a nice approach. Just trying to keep it centered on that dot there. And let's land. Okay, coming in a little bit high now. Might have kind of overcorrected there a little bit. All good though, just sending a little bit quicker than normal, and now pulling back up. Intercept that glide slope again. Let's just touch down here and then I'll worry about this here. Alright. Here we go, following it in. Glide slope, localizer look good. Approaching minimums now, 214 feet radio. A little bit high here, just gonna descend and correct that. And let's get ready. Pull up now. Try not to get distracted here. We got 4 whites right now, but coming in through minimums.
50,
Coming in definitely a little bit high, but we're
10,
alright. Go brakes here, reverse thrust out, and trying to keep ourselves on the runway. Speed brakes are out. I do believe I had the speed brakes out on approach there, which isn't good. Come on, reverse thrust, kick in. There we go. That was not the best of landings, pretty firm. I'm not sure about touchdown rate, but let's try and find a taxiway to get off on here.
Southwest 213 turn
There it is. Turning now onto this taxiway. Landing was pretty firm, I'm not gonna lie. Could have been way better, but let's go ahead. Stop here, hold here. Acknowledge that handoff. Bring the HUD up. Taxi lights on, runway turn-off lights on, landing lights off. And we'll contact ground here in a second. Strobe lights off, which I think these are just the wing lights, right? Go ahead and start the APU. Probe heat switches off or auto. Engine start selectors off and auto. There we go. And flight director off, speed brake lever down. There we go. Where's that? Flight directors 1 and 2 there, off. Alright, there we go. Flaps can come up now. Weather radar off. Flaps coming up. Transponders standby, and APU generators can come on. Very bad landing. I mean, the approach wasn't bad. We just came in a little bit high. But we can't actually turn on the APU generators. Alright. Let's 1 second. Go ahead and pause the replay here and that, and 1 second. Alright, there we go. Replay is good. Let's go ahead. Taxi to the gate. Let's go ahead. Not ground services. Let's tune ground 121 point. That's the wrong frequency, but whatever. Let's go ahead and just request taxi to the gates.
Southwest 2133 taxi to the gate.
Southwest 2133 taxi to gate 31 using taxi
So
Foxtrot.
we're gonna taxi to the gate now, and we're gonna finish. Just 1 second. Right, here we go. Acknowledge. Oh my gosh, I heard you. Come on. Yes.
Taxiing to gate 31 using taxiway Delta Foxtrot Southwest 2133.
I'm gonna bring up the engines here, and we'll go ahead and taxi now to gate 31 in Raleigh. Go ahead and park, shut off the aircraft, and we'll be done. Let's see if there's anything we can do on our way to the gate that might save us some time. Not really. Window heat and anti-ice, I guess, can come off. This is a very stupid idea to not be looking at the taxiway while taxiing, but just to save myself some time, I will. And let's go ahead. Left turn. Right turn now. Alright, let's go ahead and to the gate we go. Passenger signs, those don't really matter. We'll just keep them, and we'll turn them off. The jetway should get automatically connected as we park into the gate here. We do have a marshaller this time. Let's go ahead. And he wants a little bit to the left, or, you know, he wants us, okay, hold on, okay. Whatever, I'm just gonna stop here. Parking brake, shut off those engines there. Start levers off, auto brake off, window heat off, anti-ice off, electric hydraulic pumps off, and we'll turn off the seatbelt sign for the passengers in the back. Anti-collision lights, and turn off all of these lights here, basically. Bam, bam, bam. Fuel pumps off. Air conditioning system. Packs are auto isolation valve. We'll just get the whole plane shut off. Probe heat off. It's all good. IRS off. Emergency exit lights off. Okay, where's the IRS? There it is. Off and off. Emergency exit lights. We'll keep those on for now. APU and all that. Air conditioning. We'll just turn those off as well. And battery can come off. There we go. We have stopped. We are now down in Raleigh. Yeah. Pretty nice, smooth flight. Great way to start this series off. And yeah, see you later.